bevo.com.
I'd like to welcome Mike Harris, who is the chairman of Garlik and the author of Find Your Light Bulb, to Bevo. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
I was fortunate enough to hear you give the keynote address at the Adobe conference last year. At the time, you were speaking on customer engagement, and as we were waiting for the chairman to introduce you to the stage, I was sitting next to a CEO and he said to me, "Do you know about Mike's very cool habit?" And I said, "No, what's his very cool habit?" And he said to me, well, basically he builds billion-pound businesses from scratch. Could I just ask, are there any core principles that have enabled you to create such overwhelming success on such a consistent basis?
Quite a few, really, but I think the most fundamental one is to keep your ears and eyes open for a very big idea.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be your idea, but it does have to have huge potential. And in every conversation there's a possibility of such an idea emerging. But then you have to recognise it and then you have to stretch it. That's the first thing. Can I stretch this to be really big? Can I stretch this to be $1 billion idea? And if you think you can and it interests you, that's the most important thing. I've always followed what interested me, what generated enthusiasm in myself to start with. Then the thing to do then is you have to say, I'm going to take accountability for this. This is an idea that will become mine. It wasn't mine originally, I'm going to make it mine, I'm going to build it into a big business. I am going to be accountable for making it happen. Now, I would say that's the first thing. There's a number of principles, I think, that follow from that. I've actually written about them in the book, is the easy answer to say. But of the most important, I would say, is the one about customer insight, that no business is going to be big and successful unless it meets a real customer need, and you've got to make sure you're going to do that. That is the most fundamental principle of them all, I think. If I had to pick another one, it would be approach a very big vision, a doable step at a time. You know, don't take huge, unplanned leaps into the unknown. Great things are never achieved by one person. There's the myth of the great leader. What it takes is a strong leader and a great team, and so I've always built around any business I've been involved in a very strong and very powerful team. That's the way to get things done.
bevo.com